ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದಿನ ಸಾಧಕರು ಒಬ್ಬ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ವಾಗ್ಮಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸಕರು. ವಿದ್ವಾನ್ ವೀರನಾರಾಯಣ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗಿಯವರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಕಿರುಪರಿಚಯ. ವಿದ್ವಾನ್ ವೀರನಾರಾಯಣ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗಿ, Professor Karnataka Sanskrit University. He was awarded the Maharshi Bhadrayana Vyasa Award for Sanskrit by Pratibha Patil, the then President of India. He has 2 PhD degrees, one in Dvaita Vedanta and one in Navya Navya. He has authored many books and research papers. ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ವೇದ ಸಂಘಟನಾ ಸಮಿತಿಯವರಿಂದ ತಮಗೆ ಆತ್ಮೀಯವಾದ ಸ್ವಾಗತ.
ಓಷ್ಠಾಪಿಧಾನ ನ ಕುಲೀದಂತೈ ಪರಿವೃತಾ ಪವಿಃ ಸರ್ವಸ್ಯೈ ವಾಚ ಈಶಾನ ಚಾರುಮಾಮಿಹ ವಾದಯೇತ್. ಹರೇ ರಾಮ 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 ಹರೇ ಹರೇ, ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ 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 ಹರೇ ಹರೇ. ಕಿರಾತ ಔಣಾಂಧ್ರ ಪುಲಿಂದ ಪುಲ್ಕಸಾಃ ಆಭೀರಕಂಕಾಃ ಯೌನಾಃ ಖಸಾದಯಃ ಯೇನ್ಯೇ ಚ ಪಾಪಾಃ ಯತಪಾಶ್ರಯಾಶ್ರಯಾಃ ಶುದ್ಧ್ಯಂತಿ ತಸ್ಮೈ ಪ್ರಭವೈಷ್ಣವೇ ನಮಃ. Dr. Jahangir Adara asked me to speak on the impact of Madhvacharya on modern interpretations of Rigveda. So, I speak from my perspective, the traditional way of interpreting Vedas in a harmonious way. So, I am not scientist like Sri Puttu Kulkarni, who has spoken earlier. Very cosmic lecture. So many things are there. But for us, there are words and we have to interpret them. And interpret them in a comprehensive way. That is our way. So I want to emphasize few things on how Madhvacharya has interpreted Vedas and how it has influenced the modern thinkers up to our times. So Vedas are different: Brahmana, Samhita, Brahmana, Aranyaka, Upanishad, Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samveda, Atharvaveda. So many Vedas, so many shakhas, so many variations. But how to understand them in unison? How to bring Ekavakyata among all the Vedas? That is big question Madhvacharya has answered. Krishna Paramatma says, Vedesya sarvaihi ahameva vedya. I am the only one person to be known from all these Vedas. But if we hold Brahmakanda, Jnanakanda and Karmakanda, all these things are different, then there is no way that all these things can be understood in Ekavakyata. That is a big problem. And all the Upanishads, all Vedas, they expect us to understand these Vedas in Ekavakyata. Indram mitram varunam agnimahuho atho divya sasuparano garutman ekam sadvipra bhagadaha vadanti agnim emam madarishvanamaho. There is only one thing which is understood by different sages in different ways. Ekam sadvipraha bahudha vadanti. The same thing is called by many names, Indra, Mitra, Varuna, etc., in the Vedas. So, Madhvacharya has given a unique way of understanding these Vedas, by which we can have some kind of Ekavakyata. So the 3 levels of understanding Vedas. One is, all the Vedas, they mean one single Paramatma. That is Vishnu. What is Vishnu? Vishnu, you may think of having Shankha Chakra Gada Padma or you may think in different ways, but the one pervading, universal, the Srishtikarta, Layakarta and Sthitikarta of this whole world, you can call by any name, that is Vishnu. So that Vishnu is known through all these Vedas, not only the Vedas, but also from all the words in this world, they mean Vishnu only. All the words in the Sanskrit language or in the animal language, in the all natural phenomenon language, the natural sounds, they all mean Vishnu only. That is one thing. And the second thing is, as we see in the Rigveda, Agni, Mitra, etc., there are so many deities are there. So all these different devatas are also there. All these different devatas are meant and they are praised by rishis who have seen, who have understood the importance of these devatas by the rishis who have got revelations of these Vedas in their Samadhi Sthiti. And the third layer of Vedas is Adhyatma, meaning. What is Adhyatma? Atmani iti Adhyatmam. Whatever happens in our body, whatever happens in our mind, whatever happens in our Atman, that is called Adhyatma. So the same yajnas, they are being performed in the outer world. In the same way, the yajnas are performed in inner world. Without the yajnas in inner world, the outer world yajnas will be meaningless. It will be a meaningless activity to perform, to put havis in the Agni without understanding the real meaning, real feeling of the yajna. That is the Adhyatma yajna. So such Adhyatma yajnas are very much important. This Adhyatma meaning is first time it is brought up by Madhvacharya in the history of understanding the Vedas. For example, this Agni is there. Agni mede purohitam yajnas deva mrutvajam. What is Agni? Agni is interpreted Agre nayati iti Agnihi, Agre pujyaha iti Agnihi. But at the same time, Agam nayati iti Agnihi. He prompts the whole body which cannot move by itself. The body is a jada, insentient thing. It cannot move by itself. There should be somebody to prompt it to work, to eat, to digest, to desecrate, etc. All these things should be done by this body. But there should be somebody else who is prompting all these activities. Agam nayati iti Agnihi. Aga is the body. Swataha nagacchati iti Agam. Agam nayati iti Agnihi. And Atta iti Agnihi. Atratvad Agnihi. The Paramatma who is inside this body, inside mind, inside our Atma, he prompts all our activities. He is the Hota because he is putting all the outwardly Shabda, Rupa, Rasa, Sparsha, etc. for our Indriyas. Who is sacrificing, putting the sacrifice of all these Shabda, Rupa, Sparsha, etc. to our Indriyas. And himself, he is in Indriya and he is taking all these things. All the Pancha, Shabda, Rupa, Sparsha, etc. So both way he is putting from outside and he is taking it from inside. That's why he is called Adanat Agnihi. And he destroys the whole world. Samhara Karitvat Agnihi. Such kinds of interpretations are given by Madhvacharya. Each and every mantra has these three layers of meanings. The broader universal Vishnu, who is operating the whole world, that is one Vishnu. The same Vishnu, he is operating from the outer world and he is operating from the inner world. He is called Adhyatma. He is operating from the whole universe. He is called Vishnu, or you may call by in any name, as emphasized by Maharshi Daivarata. Maharshi Daivarata is a colleague in a broader sense. Not Maharshi Daivarata did not work with anybody, but he was himself, he has claimed that he is my Satirthya. Rather than we can call as Satirthya, Kapali Shastriji and Daivarata, Maharshi Daivarata are Satirthyas because they followed the Ramana Maharshi or Kavikantha Vasishta Ganapati Muni, more importantly. Maharshi Daivarata was the student of Kavikantha Vasishta Ganapati Muni, and Kapali Shastriji was also the fellow student of Kavikantha Ganapati Muni. Then he later on became the disciple of Aurobindo. In that sense, he said, Maharshi Daivarata says, what is Vishnu? Vishnu, you may think Shankha Chakra Gada Padma, etc., having a three namam, etc., but that makes your understanding little bit smaller, contained. But when you think Vyapnoti iti Vishnu, Vishundra Vyapto is the dhatu. He pervades the whole universe. That's why he is called Vishnu. If you take that Vishnu, that is acceptable to Ramanujacharya, that is acceptable to Shankaracharya, that is acceptable to all other Acharyas. The whole Upanishad is all about that Vishnu. So such understanding should be accepted by one and all. That is what Maharshi Daivarata says. He wrote a small booklet, Madhvacharya Prashasti, in Kannada. Rigbhashyam vai vijayate Madhvacharyam ukhoditam. He said the first time it was brought into his notice that there is such a bhashya. He claimed, why nobody is seeing it, nobody is interested in it. Even Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, etc., he has quoted many works of Madhvacharya, but he did not see this Rigbhashya. Because the Madhvacharya is the only one person who has written the Bhashya on the Rigveda. All other Acharyas have written Bhashyas on Upanishad, Gita, Brahma Sutra, but Madhvacharya covered the whole literature, Srimad Bhagavata and this Rigveda and all other Upanishads. So his treatment is comprehensive. That's why the three levels of understanding the Rigveda or all the Vedas, that is more comprehensive, and it has influenced certainly the thinkings of Maharshi Daivarata, and by that way Sri Kapali Shastriji, after whom the institute is named, Sri Aurobindo Kapali Shastri Institute of Vedic Studies, what he claimed. एवमपि न कोऽप्यासीद् वेदानाम् अध्यात्मपरत्वपक्षस्य उज्जीवनाय प्रवृत्तः इति शक्यं वदितुम् आचार्य मध्वग्रन्थेषु जाग्रत्सु. Nobody can raise his hands to claim that there is no Adhyatma Paratva Paksha, the Adhyatma interpretation methodology of Vedas, when Madhvacharya's works are in front of us. So what Kapali Shastriji has claimed, and he has gone through the Madhvacharya's Bhashya, and he followed, he openly praised the Madhvacharya's Bhashya, Madhvacharya Raghavendra Swamiji, Madhvacharya Jaitirtha and Raghavendra Swamiji, and he is the follower of this great tradition, but unfortunately we did not have his full Bhashya. That is most unfortunate thing that I feel every day. So this is the introduction to what Madhvacharya's philosophy and how he has interpreted. Because of this interpretation, all the Vedas they get Ekavakyata. All the Vedas they get Ekavakyata. All four Vedas, Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvaveda, they all understood in one unison. So all the Vedas, they mean only Vishnu. And in the second layer, they mean all the Devatas also, Indra, Mitra, and all the Devatas. And third layer, they mean Adhyatma, the Antaratma, who is prompting all our activities. This is one thing. And second emphasis Madhvacharya has on is Gunadhikyam yena bhavet vedasyartha sayevahi. What should be the meaning of Veda? How should we interpret Veda? We should interpret Veda in a way that methodology increases the guna in Veda, increases the guna in the Devata, increases the guna in the Paramatma, increases the guna in Adhyatma, Antaratma, increases our Gaurava Buddhi in Veda. Gunadhikyam yena bhavet vedasyartha sayevahi. All our intention should be to increase the guna in Veda. That way we should interpret all these Vedas. But whereas the Western methodology of interpreting Vedas, not to exclude many of our own commentaries also, as Kapali Shastriji has openly claimed, the Bhakya Yajna Paratva Paksha, he has openly denounced it. Not only Sayanacharya, but also Skanda Swami, he has openly criticized Kapali Shastriji. So, I will give one or two examples how these Vedas are misunderstood by the modern people. That is in the context of Madhvacharya's Bhashya. One is the Shunashrepa. Shunashrepa, the story of Shunashrepa as it occurs in Rigveda, first mandala from 24th to 30th Sukta, and also in the Aitareya Brahmana, where the story of Shunashrepa is narrated in a very long passage, how his father was ready to sell him and he tied him the yuba and he was ready to kill him. But somehow Shunashrepa was a great Rishi and he has realized the thing that Devatas are coming to himself, and he praised all the Devatas and he saw many Suktas, nearly 100 mantras he saw. He got revealed nearly 100 mantras. He is Shatarchi, but all the 100 Rijas are not available in the first mandala. 97 are there. 3 are scattered in 4th and 5th mandala also. And who is this Shunashrepa and what means Shunashrepa? Is Ulukala Sukta, etc. They have got different underlying meanings, which I will not speak about today. But what means Shunashrepa? Sayanacharya says, Shunaha Shrepa iva Shrepaha yasya saha Shunashrepaha. The person who has got the tail like dog. What it generally means, Sayanacharya has not clearly said what is Shunas and what is Shrepa, etc. But Sayanacharya is also very cryptic in many senses. Just simply he said, Shunaha Shrepa iva Shrepaha yasya saha Shunashrepa, whatever you understand, go on. If you see one of the famous English dictionary, Manuel Williams dictionary, it says, and also Cologne dictionary, it says, dog-tailed. What is dog-tailed? He has got a tail like dog. He has got a tail like dog. And another person, Vedic index of Abhigit, it interprets this Shuna Shepa in a different way. That is Shashti Tatpurusha. Whereas this dog tail becomes Bahurihi. Shunaha Shepa Iva Shepa Yasasaha Shuna Shepa Bahurihi. Whereas the Vedic index says Shunaha Shepa Shuna Shepa. Dog style. What can be the meaning of such a great Rishi who has seen 100 mantras? He is a tail of a dog. And these people are putting virtually dog's tail, and somebody recently I saw is like Ashwamedha, he is interpreting this mantra into dog medha. Dog sacrifice. They try to understand these mantras into dog sacrifice also. This is all ridiculous. What is Shuna Shepa? Shuna is there. Shunaha is the Shashti Bhakti of Shwa. What is Shwa? Shwa is the Matrishwa. Not this Shwa. Matrishwa is the very famous Vedic word, which means Matri Antarikshe Shvaite iti Matrishwa. The Surya or Vayu is the Matrishwa. Tasya Shepaha, Tasya Valamiva Puchhamiva Ayam Asti. This person, Shuna Shepa, is like a tail of, rather chela of Matrishwa. That is what we say in the Shava Udgita Prakarana in the Chandogya Upanishad also. One dog comes and it gives the Dhanopdesha to all the Devatas. That is what traditionally interpreted. But Devata is not the simple dog, but it is a Devata Rushirva, Shankaracharya says. That kind of interpretations are there. So, Shuna Shiriya, there is one Shuna Shiriya Yajna, it is one of the Chaturmasa Yajna. It says Shuna Shira. What is Shuna Shira? Shuna is the Vayu, Shira is the Surya. Saratiti Surya, Saratiti Siraha. The Surya is the Sira and Shuna is the Vayu. In the Shuna Shiri Yajna, the Ahati is given to both Vayu and Surya. That is what called Shuna Shiri Yajna. And one more example I will give. In the famous Vishnu Sukta, 154 of the first mandala, fifth mantra says, Tadasya priyam abhipatho ashyam naro yatra devayo madanti. Tadasya priyam abhipatho ashyam. I will take this pathas, the dear pathas of Vishnu, where all the people who want to become devatas, they enjoy. What is this pathas? What is this pathas? The most recent translation of Stephanie Jamieson and Joel Brereton in 2014, which claims to include all the research done in 100 years and the first English translation, comprehensive translation of the whole Rig Veda after Griffith. It says, Vishnu's DL cattle pen. What is the cattle pen? Cattle pen is the place where all the animals like pigs and cows are tied up in an enclosure. And the people who want to become devatas, they enjoy their stay in the cattle pen. What is this kind of understanding? Doshadhikyam mitra bhavet. They want to malign the Vedas. They want to misinterpret these Vedas. In a way, these Western Indologists, they are more successful than anybody else in the history of Vedic interpretation. Vedas are there for last 5,600 whatever the years, eternal. Then these Vedas are targeted by all the people, right from Buddhas, Jainas, or to whatever extent, Charvakas, and also the later Islamic rulers also. But nobody could succeed in creating a disregard about Vedas because they did not venture into translating or creating new commentaries on Vedas. Just simply they were abusing these things. Some of these kinds of bad things are told in Veda, and your Veda is useless thing. Trayo Vedasya Kartara, Pandaturta Nishachara, etc., etc. They stopped there. But whereas many people, Indologists, many of them may be good intention, they may have had some good intention to some kind of Gaurav Bhavana to the Vedas, but most of them, they just created a mass of literature by reading which nobody will be able to escape from their clutches, interpretational clutches. You will be in their stomach. They have eaten up all of the minds of Indian people. All English translations except Sri R.L. Kashyap following the same thing. This is the pathetic situation in which we are. We must wake up from this situation and understand the Vedas and the true meaning, and to go through each word and get some good kind of translation, understanding. That does not stop there. We have to go to the sadhana. That is the most important thing on which Sri Aurobindo and all our Purvacharyas have laid much emphasis. And one more thing I want to emphasize, how Madhvacharya's methodology had impact on other modern interpretations. Apart from what Madhvacharya's own tradition, Jaitirtha and Vasatirtha, Raghavendra Tirtha, and my own ancestors, Vidyatish Tirtha, he has written a commentary on Rigbhashya, and Keshav Bhattaraka, he has written a commentary, my own the family. Apart from all these things, one Sri Karapatri Swamiji from Varanasi, he has written a great commentary on the Madhyandina Samhita. Vedartha Parijata is one modern work that needs attention and study. I don't know why it is not, because Madhyandina Samhita is not studied in southern parts. That is one thing, but apart from that point, there is no other blockage, the other thing that blocks the study of this Vedartha Parijata Bhashya. He has given the Adhyatma interpretation of each and every mantra there. And that is certainly influenced by this kind of Madhvacharya's kind of Adhyatma interpretation, because his commentary is published in 1980. He has seen all the commentaries of Kapali Shastriji and all other Purvacharya's Bhashya, but he has not written on the Rigveda, but he has written on the Madhyandina Samhita, all the 40 Sukta, all the 40 Adhyayas, but it is a very detailed commentary. Very detailed commentary, it is comparable to nothing else, because its introduction is 1800 pages. That is Vedartha Parijata. He has completely discussed or demolished what we can use, the many views of Arya Samaja, and also the history of Vedic literature. And then he gave a very detailed introduction and two-way meanings. Each mantra has one meaning of all the devatas, tata devatas, and other layer is about the Adhyatma meaning. Such meaning is, such a kind of interpretation is there. I don't know, already only 35 seconds are there. We could have gone into the interpretation of Karapatri Swamiji also, but I thank the organizers, especially Sri R.V. Jagirdar and all his colleagues who have invited me to speak about the Madhvacharya's line of interpretation and its impact on the modern interpretation of Rigveda. I will conclude even Madhvacharya's line of interpretation is followed by Kapali Shastri ji and later on by Aril Kashyap ji. But what needs to be done further? That is most important thing. Kapali Shastri ji has stopped by the first Ashtaka. Then why nobody took to write the commentary on this line? That is where, because English is English, Sanskrit is Sanskrit. Our Sanskrit commentaries have stood the test of time, and we have the Bhashya of Skandaswami was in the 7th century, 8th century. So the Sanskrit language, Bhashyas, they will survive more than anything else. So we need to do more such works on the Sanskrit commentaries on the all Vedas. So in that model, I call upon all our youngsters assembled here to do much more work on the Rig Veda and all other Vedas. But even the saddest thing is, even in our own Madhvacharya's tradition, this is not given too much importance, or nobody has gone further. That is most difficult thing for me. Apart from Madhvacharya's Bhashya on 40 Suktas of Rig Veda, only few people have treated the same path. Especially 3 persons who have written, Raghunatha Tirtha, who has written one commentary, his Vyakhyana on the 1000 Brihati mantras. And Bhagavantaraya's commentary is also there on the 1000 Brihati mantras. But except these 2 Brihati Sahasra Vyakhyanas, there are no commentaries which went beyond the Madhvacharya's commentary. But Madhvacharya's path was followed by our Bananji Govindacharya, who has written commentary partially on the Paumana Mandala, and also the few suktas of some 15, 20, 25 suktas of Rig Veda. He wanted to write a big commentary on the whole Rig Veda, but he could not do it. And we are continuing this work, and our Vishnu commentary is going on, and 2 parts are already published, which treats the same path of Madhvacharya, but with the facility of modern time, with all our computers, by seeking the Vedic context, all Vedic context. We have got everything in our computer, and we can search and understand what is how the same mantra is understood in different contexts, different Shaka, different Aranyaka, different Samhita. That is the big facility that we have got, and we are working on it, and certainly we will do by the grace of Madhvacharya. And I seek all the Ashirvada of all the elders who have assembled here, especially our Malayapuram sir is there, and also our Prabhakar sir is there, and all the elders. I may not name them, but I seek all of the encouragement from all of you, and we hope we will continue our work. Thanks once again. I will conclude my speech here. Krishnarpanamastu.